thanks for joining me. Thanks for jumping on here. I would love to start out by just introducing yourself and telling everyone who you are.
Yeah, hey Brett, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be a part of this. So fun. So yes, hi everyone. I'm Nikki. My pronouns are she, her. I am located out in farm country of Massachusetts, out in Western Mass by Amherst. Um, I on social media, I you can find me at Nikki's Knitting. It's mostly just my whips and some finished objects, so you'll see those on there. A little bit about me. I started knitting, I think it was my freshman year in college. They had like this like little like get together and my roommate got really into it. So we tried to knit then. I was terrible. Holy cow, was I bad. But then I moved to crochet and then I don't know. I want to say it was the pandemic, but not the pandemic that like got me like transformed me into a knitter. And I've never touched a crochet. Oh my goodness, crochet hook since, unless it's to fix a drop stitch.
Yeah.
So,
I actually,
uh,
funny thing, Nikki, I remember because when we met and connected
mhm.
about we both crocheted.
Yes.
And
Oh,
then I remember, like, at one point, I remember when you turned the corner and you were just knitting and I was still crocheting. So I
yes.
remember, yeah, that's so funny. That just brought back.
Yeah. No, I actually think you came over to like my house and I
Yeah.
was crocheting the blanket that was like a granny square blanket. And I think that's actually what did me in is like I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Right, right. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh.
A retired crocheter turned.
Retired crocheter, like new knitting addict. I don't think
Yeah.
I'll ever go back. Although, like, I try to help my niece. I'm like, you can learn how to crochet. She's big into knitting, but I'm like, you can also try to crochet. I will help you crochet. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm a knitter.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, tell me what you're wearing because that is gorgeous.
Yes, I love this. I love this so much. So this is the Eclipse of Moss sweater by Clara Cecilia. So I'm a big fan of undyed yarn, and so the new natural color is undyed yarn from Yarn Heike. I think she also goes by Loom Fiber Knit, but it's yarnheike.com.
Oh,
And it's two strands held together, one of her brushed kid mohair that's undyed and then one's the fine organic merino in fingering. What's really nice is like they're 200 grams like per ball, so you get like a lot of yarn for like not a lot of money, which is also always good. And then the black is two different brands. So the mohair is Valley Yarn Southampton. I live by Webb's, which is in Northampton, and so it's
lucky.
where I get a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
That's in jet black, and then the fingering is actually leftover granite fiber mountain Colebrook fingering in onyx. It's like one of my favorite yarns I've ever used. I actually knit the Alaska sweater I have in the black, and I just love it. But so I couldn't let any of it go to waste. So
Yeah.
here we
So
are.
stunning. You wore that to
Thank you.
last year, right?
Cake.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and we saw
So-
I think that was the only place I saw somebody wearing it too.
yes, yes, there was
So
somebody else wearing it. That was so funny. It's cool. And so it's a
yeah,
finger, or is it sport weight
yes, it's like I think technically a sport weight because you hold the
pattern?
fingering and
Yeah.
mohair
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the mohair's a lace weight. I don't think I said that, but it's the mohair silk.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Very
so
nice.
it's
Good
nice. And like this color work, I feel like looks complicated, but it's actually like really rhythmic and
Mhm.
like very repetitive. So like you can kind of figure it out as you go. Of course, there's like a couple places that things change, like from the stripes to the moth itself, but yeah, those
Yeah.
are easy. It
So
is all charted, but it's nice.
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Thank
Um,
you.
all right. I am
So what are
wearing
you wearing?
yeah, so I'm wearing I think I haven't decided if this was my favorite until very recently, but this is Andrea Maury's Traveler I don't know, hoodie, or I just knit it with the hood. I forget if she calls it the hoodie, but the traveler. And it was my first time doing like a hood, my first time doing anything like this with the I cord and the encasing. And it's just like, I remember when I was knitting, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I just did this. I think I sent you a text. I'm like, oh my God, I just made a hood. Like, it's so fun. And I did mine in Juniper Moon's, I'm such a good podcaster. Juniper Moon Farms, organic merino. Patagonia. That's the name of it.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, this is the old, you will see dogs in this.
Yes. On both sides, I think.
Yeah,
Hi,
I know.
Kobe.
He's like,
He's
what's
like,
with
I
the
like the sweater too,
yeah,
Mom.
you say hi to Nikki.
Hi,
So yeah,
Kobe.
so this is I just love it. I love how oversized it is. I actually want to make a second one. Well, one is I want to make another one with a hood because I do love the hood, but then I also want to make another just the crew neck is
Oh, the crew neck.
I just love the fit of it and just perfect.
It
It's
looks
funny. I'm really tall, as you know. I'm like 5'11", and I thought that I would have to add length to it. And with this pattern, I actually did not have to add length, surprisingly. And it like hits me perfectly. All right, Kobe, go sit down, bud. Okay.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. And then what do you have any current or do you have any recent FOs? Any finish up?
Yes.
Okay,
So
awesome.
I have two. I can only really show you one. But I'm excited to show these because I knitted them. Well, one was a secret test knit, which is why I can only like kind of show it to you.
Yes.
But the other one I knit in conjunction with that because I was going to that wedding in Aspen and they had like a Western night and I wanted like fancy. It was like supposed to be like fancy. So my first one is hold on. There we go.
So
Sorry.
gorgeous.
Shifty cowl, and
Yes.
it's got that high contrast to low contrast. I don't know if it's showing up as
Pull it
well.
back a little bit, maybe. Pull it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can
You
see it
can
better
see it there.
there.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
gorgeous.
So this
You
is
can't see that because it has a halo, right?
yep,
Uh-huh.
yep. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's baby alpaca. It's haiku concentric,
Mhm.
and there's shades of gray. It's actually technically a worsted weight, and the pattern calls for a sport. Um, but honestly, it knit up right on gauge. I used like the 4.5, which I think is what was recommended, millimeter needle. And yeah, I'm obsessed, and it's so soft. And I basically wore it like with like a folded and it just kind of gave like fancy cowboy vibes. I loved it.
Oh,
So
gorgeous.
yeah, I'm obsessed with this.
So it looks
Oh
so,
yeah, and
so
this is a
good.
Shifty Cowl by Andrea Mowry. So yeah, love it. And this mosaic knitting. This is I think my first mosaic knitting, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna like go back. I love mosaic knitting. It's so good.
Uh, that's
Um, oh sorry, what were you saying something about?
no, I said that's awesome. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it. And the other one I can't fully show you because it's a secret test knit, but I'm going to show you like a corner of it. So it is a
Sneak
vest.
peek.
I know, a very sneak peek. So you can kind of see it's like it's actually really interesting with the light behind it. It looks way airier than it is. So this is actually Big Kumo by La Bien Amie in Noir. And then also, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like the Aran merino as the I cord all around it. It's really cool. It's by Rebecca Clow. Her book is coming out sometime this year, which I'm very excited for. I know. Oh, Joe. I know she just took photos for the book, so very fun. But yeah, got to test knit that.
Yeah. Little sneak peek.
Exactly. For us out in the wild.
All right. Well, let's see. I'll start with my stand. I also just
Yeah,
did a test knit. So you got me into test knitting. I was like, I'll never test it. I don't like a deadline. It makes me stressed. So, yeah, I'm like signed up for
here we are.
a deadline. I like the deadline. So I just did an Alicia Plummer test knit. I believe the pattern's getting released in June, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that though. But I just finished it and I am like in love. I used Durerum Natura. I think I pronounced that correctly. French brand Gilead. And it's a worsted weight yarn. And I will show you just a little sneak peek. You can see
Oh my God, that
the
color.
color, the sleeve. It's gorgeous. Very simple, beautiful staple pattern that I'm going to make like 10 of. It's just gorgeous. monogamous. So that's a little sneak peek of that. And then I have my second Nebula sweater by Andrea Mowry. I loved my first Nebula and I wanted to make another one. So this is like my spring Nebula. I used just like knit picks when they had a big sale. I stocked up. And this actually I had bought for, I had intended to do an Olga sweater by Petite Knit with it, but then I changed course as we always do. And they're woolen cotton. And so luckily I had enough of, I was going to do navy and ivory stripes, and then I ended up having enough of the navy to do a nebula. So I did another short sleeve,
Oh,
and it's so, I love it. It has that. I did, Rachel at Table 10 had mentioned on her podcast that she did two less short rows on hers recently. And I really liked
mm,
the way it came out. So it didn't have it was a drastic drop from the front to the back. So I did that as well. And I was surprised with just omitting the last two short rows, it made a big difference. So it's perfect. I love it. I actually have yet to wear it. I just blocked it the other day.
I love that shoulder detail.
Yeah.
It is just stunning. It's just stunning.
It's similar to I think her Weekender also has
Hmm.
that. I think a couple of her patterns have that, but it's great. And the construction of it is like so easy because you just knit up to the front, knit up the back, and then you seam these together with
That's
the
awesome.
thing. So and it's hard to see with the dark yarn, but I love it. It's nice and cozy. We'll see how the warm, with the less expensive yarns, I do find that they don't wear quite as well. But we'll see. But served its purpose. So that's my FO. And then I have, I guess, can you count one sock as an FO?
I mean, the one
Sure.
sock is a finished object,
It is
so
a object. We'll get a pair. It's currently in the works. Here, see, proof.
yeah.
My cuff on my needle. But this is a sock for my mom. I'm hoping to finish the second one by Mother's Day next weekend. And it's actually, I'm a new sock knitter. I've made a couple pairs of fingering weight socks and love them. But I was like, you know what? Let me try DK. So I'm using, I think it's Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla sock pattern. Once I get fancy into podcasting, I will post the links below. That's what they all say. I'm gonna figure out how to do that.
And by that you mean I'll figure out how to do that,
I
right?
know. I'll be like, Nikki, how do I do this? Okay, great. See, I'm a physical therapist. I'm not a tech person. So that's no
That's
Nikki.
my job, so I
Right.
can be helpful.
She's tech support.
Yes. Yep.
So yeah, so this is and then I think it's called, again, such a good podcaster. And I can't find it. I'm pretty sure it's called Wild Violet Fibers. I was looking for the yarn band, but it's Wild Violet Fibers. I picked it up when I went to the Wayland Farmers Market
Mm,
a couple, like a month or so ago, a little longer.
mhm.
And it was just so soft and cushy. And I held two of it's a fingering sock weight yarn, and I held it together to make the DK. And then this
Nice.
little cup is left over from its Cashmerino La Bien-Aimée, their cashmere sock blend. And it's just so cushy and awesome, makes an awesome rib. So
It's so
I did
pretty.
see my mom last weekend and I made her try it on. It's not going to be a surprise. And she loved perfectly. So yeah, and then I do have sock blockers. I should, but next time I'll put it on the sock blocker so you guys can see. But I just did like I said, it's just a heel flap and gusset. And so far I really like that construction. So just from the cuff down. Yeah. So need to do a second one of those, but we'll count that an FO for now. And I think that's it. What are you currently working on?
Oh my God, I have like four whips in front of me.
Nikki,
So
we could talk like this could be like 3 hours of us talking. Honestly, hopefully people will watch. I
and
still love
I feel like we just do this every Saturday anyway.
it. I know it's fun. Why not
It
record
is fun.
it? All right.
All
Well,
right. So the one that I'm actively working on that once we, are stop showing off our things, I might actually work on while we chat. This is the Stromboli by Caitlin Hunter. I'm
yes.
using a Confluence Cotton by Farmer's Daughter Fibers. I got this actually at their one of a kind sale, so there's no like name for it, but it's beautiful. So I like Christmas colors. It's neutral black and then greens, and so it's like this like nice like green color. I don't know. It's like very soft. I'm really enjoying it, and it obviously I just started because this is barely done, but it's really nice. But then I go nowhere without all of my other whips. So I don't even know where to start. So um this one is Pressed Flowers. Hold on. By Savory Knitting. So as I said, I like black and green. And so this one is I'm at like the awkward stage where there's like too many, like if I go down a cord size, it's too tight, and if I go up a cord size, it's a little too loose. So I gotta kind of like space out when I use it because it's just kind of annoying. But the pattern is gorgeous. This is completely off gauge. So I'm using La Bien Ami Erin Merino in olive juice. That's the green color. And then I'm using Big Kumo, which is a bulky weight. This is, I think, supposed to be in like a sport or a DK weight, something that's not an Erin and bulky weight.
Yeah.
But this is a noir. I'm obsessed with this. It's actually kind of difficult to work with just because it's got the halo. It's like I forget what the percentage is, but I think it's like 80% suri. So like you can see like it has a big halo. So I don't know. I guess I'm just not coordinated and I like stab the fluff rather
I've
than
heard
actually
that
through the
from
loop.
multiple people that when they work with either like a boucle or like a thick
Hmm.
halo, it happens. And then remember that one that I kind of gave up and I need to figure out what to do with that
Yes.
yarn. The same thing. I kept like stabbing into the
Hmm.
fuzz instead of the
And
actual
so
strand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it comes out beautiful. So I'm like, it's totally worth it. I
Right.
love it.
Yeah.
But I have to go slow on it because otherwise I will drive myself crazy. Oh, here's the merino, so you can kind of see the green. It's
And
really nice,
that color is just stunning.
right?
So,
And this
uh,
was, I told you, this was like a happy accident. I meant to order I think like two of these and then um more of like the black merino. I ended up like with the wrong amounts. It was actually a little bit wild, but
so you
fine.
didn't order that with the intention to make this sweater?
No,
No.
no, I did
Yeah.
not. But then I got it and I was going to return it and I was like, wait, I have an idea. And now here we are. I'm slowly working through it. I actually love this sweater and it's like the inside, you can see it's like all the soft like Surrey alpaca, which is just, I mean, it's a
So
dream. It's a dream. I'm very
did you
excited
have
about
to
it.
do like some gauge math, or did you just do a different size based on?
So I did a little bit of both.
Mhm.
So the both the row and the stitch gauge was off.
Yeah.
So I basically for um let's see. So I changed the size. So I followed the pattern as if I was like a few sizes down, but then it would have been too short or too long if I kept going to get the right width. So then I
Um,
had to kind of add in a few extra increases here, and then I added a few additional stitches in the underarm. So
okay.
then with the row gauge and then the width, it all worked out. But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but in a former life I was an engineer. Now I just am an engineering leader. So math is my jam. So this is very much in my wheelhouse. I really enjoyed doing that modification.
Hence why I call Nikki when I get stuck with, I mean, she's just got such a brilliant brain. I'm like, all right, math this for me.
Exactly. When it comes to math, that's math and computers,
Yeah.
that's what I do. So yeah. I mean, we're very good complementary because when my back goes out, I'm like, Brett, please help me. So that one I have. So I'm working on a night shift. I mentioned the shift cow earlier. But so this has been like slow just because it's like kind of big and it's all tangled up now. Um, but this is the night shift. I did modify it. So with the night shift, you're supposed to kind of just like kind of keep growing. But what I did is I grew it on one side and then I turned somewhere. Hold on. Oh, wrong side. Sorry. Give me one second.
It's
Um,
big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very big. And then so I like turned here, you can kind of see the point, and
Yeah.
now I'm on like the decreases. Um, but I love this. So this is actually the Knotty Pine fiber, their advent for 2025 in their Easterbrook DK. And I mentioned that I really like undyed yarn. So their day 25 is this natural color, and that's undyed. So I mean, obviously everything else is dyed, but I really liked it, and you can see it here. This yarn is so squishy. It is a superwash merino. I'm obsessed with it. I just love it. It's so soft. It's so squishy, and it's beautiful. So she actually launched like full 100 gram skeins of like every day for the advent, and so I bought them all um with the intention of doing the is it called the shifty or the shift
The pullover.
the
Yeah.
pullover,
Mhm.
yeah, because I'm obsessed. I may cut out the natural part, but it'll look something like this.
And is it the
So
same colors?
yep,
Yeah.
it's the exact. So she basically, so I got this as part of the advent, and
Hmm.
then there was some drama around that, which, it is what it is. And so in lieu of doing an advent this year, she basically relaunched like last year's advent, but as 100 gram skeins versus the 20. So I got 100 gram skein of each. So I can do more with it. She also had launched extras, and I got two extra advents. Like, this is how obsessed I am with this. I'm like kind of sad she's not doing an advent this year, but yeah, I mean, I like cannot. I just it's
Yeah.
just beautiful.
Gorgeous. So, so gorgeous. That's awesome. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Uh, and so yeah, that's in a DK. So that was my errand. This is my DK, and I have one more. I have so much. I I work on too many things all at once. So,
That's good.
yeah.
It's from an ergonomics perspective, it's good for your body. You're
Yes.
winning.
And so, oh no, well, it's fine. I just dropped my yarn, but it's okay. I mean, you and Charles, my husband, are
Oh,
going to be twinning. So
oh, I missed that.
I know I'm repicking this one back up. So I'm doing a
Oh no,
traveler
totally. You
for,
got to finish that by. Oh, we're
uh,
not coming, but yeah,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
yeah, I got to finish it. Oh, this is the wrong side. There we go. You can tell I haven't worked on this in a long time. I did bring this with me to Aspen and Vegas, but so it's a little extra tangled, but you know. So yeah, I mean, you guys are gonna twin. So his
Love
cord
it.
though isn't gonna be the cool yellow. It's gonna be a darker brown, but
He doesn't
you
want
know.
a yellow cord.
Nah, we're gonna stick to neutrals for him.
Yeah, can always switch
Ugh.
it out too. I thought about that actually.
True. That's actually
Yeah.
a good point. You could totally
Mhm.
switch it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's all I have.
Very nice. Good, good. All right. Um let's see. What am I? Well, this can also be a whip. My second sock.
Yeah.
Um and then I have my so I'm not sure about this right now. But this is the
Yes.
rock pop. It's Tanis Lovely. It's
You
kind of
sent me
like
the
the Joe um Locatelli, the Elton pullover, but it's
Mhm.
wider stripes, so it's 8. But so I picked up this yarn here is
Mhm.
29 Bridges, their non-superwash sock, and I'm in love with it. It's
It's
gorgeous. I think it's called Patina. It's coming up funny as a color on the screen, but hopefully you can see it. It's got like
oh
it's
yeah.
these are like so my colors. These
They
like
are.
blues and greens and a little bit of funky. It's I love it. So but then it's this is just a Surrey. I actually don't even know. I think I lost the. It's just a lace weight Surrey.
Love
Um,
it.
so I'm really liking it. It is challenging to work with the Surrey when you get to the lace weight strips and doing the increases in it. The
Mm.
other thing is this is I have these on my bamboo needles, which
Oh,
because I was finding that it was too slippery on my metal chiagos, and so I have the bamboo chiagos, and that's like perfect for this project. Um, and yeah, so I think I'm going to continue. The only concern I have is because it will be obviously see through. So, like, what kind of tank I wear under it, I'm thinking maybe just like a neutral tank. So, I'm going to keep going and see. If I don't end up continuing with this, then I'll definitely find. I had originally bought this non superwash sock 29 Bridges from Ode to Joy, the yarn store that I've been telling you about in
yeah.
Providence. So definitely check them out. She's curated the most gorgeous yarns. But I bought that yarn there intending to do another mini mock, a Jessie made mini mock, which I love. So I could always do that with this. So yeah, so that's a whip. And then I just started. It's called the Farham Tea by, I think it's called Knit Pearl Girl. I don't know. I'll post it below.
When we get the
Um,
links all set up.
right. So this is the Farham Tea. It's just like a drop shoulder, very casual tea. And I'm using, again, I picked this up at Knit Picks Big Sale. This is their Cotton. Actually, before I said that was woolen cotton that I did my nebula, I mentioned that I had done it a Frankie in that. I did my Frankie in this Cotton, not the
Mm.
snake with the green stripes. I did that in the Cotton, which I do really like working with. It's just nice and it's like soft and slippery on the needles, and it's nice so far. So I have like multiple colors. I have this pale blue, I have this burgundy. I can use some of my leftovers from my Frankie from the sage and the green. So far, I don't know if you can see the blue in there too, but I'll use.
Oh, I couldn't until you pointed it
Yeah,
out. Oh, it's so
yeah.
pretty. That blue is so you.
Oh, you think so?
I
Yeah.
do. Because I think even your ooey gooey had like your dots were that
Yes.
color.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. This one's like a little more icy than aqua, but
Mm.
yeah. So I blue. I'm gonna make it like a fun spring tea, like a linen blend fun spring tea. So that's what I'm working on right now. I just started that last night. Um, yeah, I think those are the whips I want to show. I have others, but for now, that's And then I do have to fill like you'll be guys will be learning more about my flow scale, but from my Knit for Life my PT recommendations, but this is going to be like, this is what I fill for my home basket project. So I have to cast on for this project because that's like my large focused project, which speaking of mosaic knitting, I'm going to be casting on for the, I think it's called the Trove. It was a pattern I had not heard of before, but it's kind of like the shift pullover, Andrea Maury's shift. I don't even know if
Okay.
I sent you that one. I feel like I sent
Oh,
it to you,
I
but
don't know. You might
I
have. I'm gonna
picked
look it up
up
now.
when I went to pick up every stitch in Mount Kisco, New York last weekend because I was there for a family event. Primrose was there doing a trunk show on LYS Day at Pick Up Every Stitch, but that store is amazing. And I picked up some of her homestead. This is her sport.
Oh, it's
I,
so pretty.
I
Oh,
feel like
that's so
kind of
you.
I feel like I was just about to say I feel like it's leaning a little bit Nikki with like the
Yeah,
burgundies and the
that's
browns in
true.
there.
That's
See
true. When you
that?
had it a little further away, it looked a little bit more orange,
You
like
see?
orange and like the teal, which is you. But
Yeah, it's
yes,
like a mix of us.
it is. It's perfect.
Yeah,
Oh, and
here
I'm
it is in the
you
unwound.
you. Oh
What's that?
yeah. Oh yeah. I see there. I see the burgundy and the red.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Oh,
it's
that's so
and then I'm
nice.
gonna actually look. Oh wait a second, wait a second. I was like, wait, it's similar. It is this.
It's the exact same.
Yeah. Duh. So I'm gonna put these together to do.
Oh
It's like a
yeah.
mosaic. Do you have it? Did you
Just
pull it
pulled
up?
it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
you're
that
right. It looks totally like the
yeah.
shifty
Is it called the Trove?
Trove by Emma. I don't want to butcher her last name, to be
Yeah.
honest.
But
I think.
somebody at Pick Up Every Stitch was wearing it, one of the people who worked there, and I was like, "Oh my God, I love that sweater." And I really want to get into mosaic knitting as well. You told me how much you love it, and I've been wanting to do it. So, yeah, so that's going to be casted on very soon as like my home basket project. So,
That's
that's that.
awesome.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
I love that.
Awesome. All right. So, before this video goes for like 5 hours, let what's time? I don't even know how long we've been talking. It's good. People will watch. It's fine.
It's fine.
Thank you if you're still here. If not, it's just entertainment for Nikki and I. All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions because
All right.
of what I'd like to create here at Knit for Life is like a community. I just want to be able to this be a safe space for us to just form connections and do what we love, as well as continue to do what we love and find comfort in every stitch. So I'd love to hear a little bit about your knitting journey and tell me a little bit about your knitting story, or maybe like a memory you love.
Yeah. So I guess I can start with a little bit of I think I already kind of gave like a quick overview. I started knitting, was terrible at it, moved to crochet, and then came back to knitting. Again, I forget exactly when it was, but I mean, I still lived by you. So I think, I think I want to say like 2020-ish. And yeah, I mean, I started very much like acrylic bulkies, from Michael's.
Yes.
And I think I was on that until literally, so this goes to one of my favorite memories.
Oh boy.
It was my birthday. Or like I think it was my birthday or a couple days before, whatever. And we were like texting, and then like I think you had called me to like wish me a happy birthday. And I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going to this, yarn festival, but I don't know. It's a couple hours away. And you're like, well, if you go, let me know. I'll join you. And I was like, okay. And then a couple days later, I'm like, I think I'm gonna go. Let's go. And so we went. And it turns out to be Rhinebeck, which is like, one of the biggest
It's not the
it's like
biggest.
in the country. And I feel like that's where I started picking up like, more like wool content or like alpaca content yarns. Not that there's like anything wrong with like Michael's. I just feel like there's like a graduation level when you do that. So yeah, so started doing that.
That
And
was,
I guess
was that was 3, it will be 3 years this fall,
it'll
correct?
be, I mean, I think this will be our third Rhinebeck. So I think
Right.
it's
Okay.
actually 2 years.
2 years, but our third.
Yeah, but
Okay.
our third Rhinebeck, yeah. Um, Yeah, and I basically switched to knitting because I forgot to mention this. Like when I was crocheting, like I do like blankets or like, I would like crochet clothes for like, like my nieces. But they just don't have like the same finished quality as I feel like knitting does. And so I'm a big sweater knitter, contrary to my multiple cowls and shawls that I've recently been knitting.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so switched to that. But yeah, so back to that phone call. I feel like both of us were just kind of like whatever, and now look at us. You have a podcast where we're talking about knitting and like knitting for life, and all of our whips and finished objects. We're like wearing things that we made, and I think that's just crazy because that was I don't know. I feel like that was like a big turning point in my knitting life. I don't know. I don't want to say career because it's just for fun, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's definitely one of my key memories. I think my other excuse me, key memory was I had knit a Jenny Flowers tee.
Yeah.
I had purchased some Manos del Uruguay yarn from just like a local store. And last year we went to Antarctica on a cruise, and we hit up, a bunch of different countries, including Uruguay. And I went to their store and I bought Montestel Uruguay in Montevideo, Uruguay. And I'm like, this was like, oh my goodness, like I'm like a real knitter now. Like, and I have like crates and crates of it in my knitting room. Because it's just stunning yarn, and it was just very cool to go to Uruguay and buy Montestel Uruguay in Uruguay.
Love that.
So
That's awesome. I remember you knitting that and how much you loved that.
yeah, it was so great. I actually have another one planned for my mom. I just have to like do it, you
Yeah.
know.
I,
It's a lace weight tee, so there's
I
there's
see
like,
Charles in your window.
oh geez, okay. I
Ah!
can,
Hi.
I'm surprised you don't see that. Oh,
He's
Lucy's actually, you can't see her, but she's on
uh,
my patio. But I'm
uh
surprised Gabe's I'm sure wandering around out
yeah,
there
we'll
too.
see him.
Yeah, it said I think we started the call with the you're gonna see dogs.
That's actually how Nikki and I first met and
It
connected
is
in your
very true.
neighborhood. Yeah.
I don't know, it's a
Over big.
little tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we met before. I think because I think you had Kobe,
Yeah.
and we brought like little Gabe, who's no longer so little, over, and they played and they became
Yep.
besties, and here we
Yep.
are.
Yep. So true. All right. I think we know the answer, but is your heart a monogamous knitter or a many whip knitter?
You know, I don't. I like really wish I could say I was a monogamous knitter, but I am absolutely not.
Yeah.
I have like 4 or 5 whips on me at all times.
Oh.
So, here we are. It's fine.
Do you have a favorite yarn that you always go back to?
That's a good question. I mean, honestly, the yarn hikey is I don't know. I just think it's stunning. It's super soft. I knit a couple sweaters in this, and then I even I knit the lobster sweater for Charles, my husband, who
Mhm.
was just hanging out there. He had the lobsters themselves were in white, and that was this yarn as well. I definitely think this is probably my most used yarn. I think the other yarn that I really like that I don't use it all that often, but if I'm gonna do anything bulky, so like I don't know if you remember, I knit a couple of like a hat and a cowl like
Yeah,
during like Christmas time.
I remember.
Um, yeah, Misty Alpaca.
Oh yeah.
You know my love for alpaca. I just love alpaca yarns. I just think they're so soft and they're so cuddly, and they may not have any structure, but they're beautiful. Yeah, because like I knit a sweater in that, I knit the hat and the cowl, and I actually have plans on knitting. Um, oh, I think I sent it to you. Why am I totally blanking on the pixelated cardigan? Um, it had like a different textured like top, and it kind of just gradient down from like the main color, or sorry, the contrast color into the main color. It's actually like a super bulky, so I'll hold it double, but it's so soft and it's so cozy, and you know, for like a comfort kind of cardigan thing that doesn't have to have like a whole lot of shape, you know, I'll probably go back to that. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
some of my favorites.
Um, do you have a favorite needle that you use or brand of needles?
Yeah, I'm a Chiagu person. I particularly like the twists, so like the metal ones. And I like the red cords. I've tried their bamboo ones. And I think I even recommended to you. I was like, they are very sticky.
Mhm.
So like if you need them for that, like they are
Mhm.
perfect. But yeah, no, definitely Chiagu. I feel like I'm always in like the 3.25 to like 4.5 range. I think that tends to be my sweet spot, but as you
Yeah.
saw, all of my whips are different weights, so they're different
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah. So you love that. That actually was my next question. You love working like fingering in sport, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And even lace too. Like I know I just complained about the Jenny flowers being in lace, but I don't know. There's just something really nice about working with lace weight yarn.
Yeah.
So
Is your Stromboli fingering?
yeah, it's a light fingering.
Okay.
So yeah, like I feel like the yarn doesn't look super thin, but it kind of
Yeah.
is.
What do you
Yeah.
use for that again?
It's the Confluence Cotton by
Uh,
Farmer's Daughter.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that
yeah.
did, that I remember working. I used that for my nebula, the one I held it with Odang, and
Yes.
it did. That's what Andrea used on her sample, and I do remember that that was like a thicker fingering. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah. I mean, I
that
think my needles are, what am I using right now? 2.75. But
yeah,
these are babies.
yeah. And you do 4 inch or 5 inch tips?
I do 4 inch.
Okay.
I have small hands.
Yeah,
Um and
like
I
my
actually
massive
have.
hands.
I know. Ours are like the opposite.
Yeah,
It's hilarious. We're
yeah,
so similar and so opposite in so many ways.
that's true.
Yeah, I try. I have the 5 inch ones as well, but I don't use them. I don't like them. It just like doesn't fit with how I hold them and how I work. So,
Yeah. Are you
I'm
an English? You're an English knitter. Are you a
yep.
flicker?
I'm a what?
Flicker? Like when you?
I don't know what the term is. I always consider it like a thrower, but I don't do the whole like put it in and wrap it
Yeah,
around. I do kind of just like a
you're a
baby.
flicker. Yeah,
Okay, then I'm a
yeah,
flicker. Yeah. I
yeah.
honestly use more of like my left hand. So I'm a
Yeah.
right-handed person. Hold it.
Yep.
I use more of my right or my left hand
Yeah.
to move the needle than
That actually leads me into my next question. Have you ever had to stop knitting because of overuse or pain, or like if you say you primarily use your left hand?
yeah. So I have arthritis like everywhere, which is like
Mm.
super fun. So especially actually even on like yesterday I had to pause because it was like damp out. And so like I pause and I stretch. You know, if it's not too bad, I'll switch projects. But like that's why like I can't always do the pressed flowers ones these days.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, yesterday was a little bad, so I had to stop, but my hands feel fine today, so we're gonna go with it.
Did you just stop knitting for the rest of the day? Did
Yeah, I would have picked it back up if the kind of like achiness had gone away, but I'm like a little worried about injury or like
Yeah.
having to like pause for like a long time.
Yeah.
So I just took the rest of the day off, which was really hard because the Bruins were playing yesterday, and I like to like knit while
Knit
watching
and watch
sports.
the Bruins.
Yeah, but I did not. I had to painfully watch that game, which we're just
Yeah.
not going to talk
Sounds
about because
fun.
it was terrible.
They lost because you weren't knitting, Nikki.
Exactly. Had I been knitting,
That would have made all the difference.
it would have. I
Yeah,
mean, like for reals.
right. Uh, yeah. Have you ever had to implement any like tools or anything to improve like your posture, or you find yourself getting into like kind of a rut or pain certain places, or have you just experienced, okay, I need to stop because I'm achy?
And then, I mean, so I think, I have back issues as
Mhm.
well. I just have issues all the time. And so like I've had to like, if I sit in the same spot, I have this terrible habit of like popping in an audiobook and knitting and just sitting in the same spot for, 100 hours.
Yeah.
Not good for you.
Yeah.
And
We
so
all do
like,
that.
yeah. So I'll do yoga to kind of like help like stretch things out, like engage the muscles, sometimes in between, especially if I start to like feel like, oh, I've been sitting for too long. I'll do that to try to help myself. But yeah, I mean, I should probably make sure my setup is better, but you know.
Yeah. 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 That's yeah. I think we all, like us knitters, tend to be like, okay, we just got to get this project done. I think like if you are doing a test knit, there's a deadline. You put
Hmm.
deadlines on, we all put deadlines on ourselves. It's so easy to just get into that rut. It's one of the reasons I really want to incorporate, as I build my app for this, I want to incorporate reminders. So like, okay, it's going to literally go off and you'll earn points by like getting up and stretching. So those are some things we have percolating, but I do think that a lot of us knitters are very similar in that aspect. We're like, oh, we're a little achy. The shoulder's kind of hurting me. It's okay. Like you just ignore it. It's getting one more row
It'll
down.
be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, so I think, yeah, you're not alone in that for sure. All right, let's see. There's a funny question I wanted to ask you. I forget how I worded it. Were you ever working on, like, do you have a funny knitting story? Like you were working on something like, I think you know mine of like I was working on the muscle bar and I sewed my needle stopper into the hat and it currently lives in the hat. I told that story to Rachel when I was talking to her a couple weeks ago. And literally, you know that story, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah. That's like so me. It literally lives in my hat because I sewed it in there. I was so excited to finish it. And now it's a evil eye. I don't have one right here, but it's an evil eye one. So I'm like, you know what? It'll bring me good luck. Ward away evil spirits.
Ward away evil spirits. I love
Yeah.
it.
But do you have any like funny stories or?
Um, I guess I don't know. I think this counts. So when I went to Antarctica last year, I had like planned out. I had like bought the yarn, and it was like a fade to be like kind of like neutral, undyed because that's who I am. And then fade basically to a lighter blue into like a dark blue. And I was like, I'm only gonna knit it on this boat. But I must have it done by the time I'm in Antarctica, which is like not that many days, like a crazy person. And so anyway, so I knitted like crazy. I like finally finished it as we were like about to leave Antarctica. I made Charles get up at like 3 in the morning so that there would still be like icebergs in the background with like a sunrise and like the right color scheme associated to the sweater that I just
I remember that.
yeah, because
You know,
it was 3 in the
fantastic.
morning and I was like, get up, you need to take pictures of me.
That's funny. That's awesome.
So
I
yeah,
love
I mean, I got it done, but like you're talking about deadlines. I mean, unfortunately, I really enjoyed Antarctica and like I was, but like when I had like a free moment or like I wasn't out like, doing things, I was aggressively knitting because I was like, I have to get this done. This is my Antarctica sweater,
yeah,
like a
that's
crazy
awesome.
person.
So
So it
so
was so worth it. It was so worth I mean, I like literally knit the sweater for Antarctica, finished it in Antarctica, wore it in Antarctica. I mean, great. It was
Yeah.
like 3 in the morning as we were like about to go back through, oh my goodness, why am I totally blanking on what that strait is called? That is horrible. Whatever, the like rocky water area. And I was like, we gotta do it now. So,
Awesome. Um, all right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up because this has gone a while, but
Okay.
but I do want to hopefully you'd be open to me bringing you back on and chatting a little
Always.
bit more. I have so much that I would love for you to share with everyone. I think there's so much that you can offer people. One of the things that I love about our friendship and love about you is one, I have that same story. Like when I'm talking about my story and finding knitting again, that's actually something like I remember calling you on your birthday and going to Rhinebeck and being like, okay, these are my people. And like it was this overwhelming sense of like, this is where I'm meant to be. So it's all thanks to Nikki. So yes, that's I love that you remembered that too, because that's part of my story. Um,
Yeah.
and then Nikki is just such like my lifeline. Like I remember actually I think I was knitting the nebula, my first nebula, and like I was on the neckline and I'm a very visual person and I don't really understand it until I'm like doing it and seeing it. And I was like binding off stitches and I remember calling you and being like, okay, like
Yes.
yeah, like
I
what
remember that. You're
yeah,
like,
like
what do we mean?
what's happening?
Because we had like two sides. You had like the two sides.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that.
And I'm like, wait. And then I just talk it through with her. She explains it to me in a way I can understand it, and we're good. I keep going. So she gets me. So yeah, so you're just a wonderful friend, and I think have so much to share with everyone. So that's I look forward to bringing you on here again.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back, and just kind of like on the other side, like I feel like you pushed me to be better with knitting. We have so much fun. Like last year when we knit like all the sweaters that were the same, right? Like it was just such a blast because we knit things identical, like the ICU sweater, and then we knit the ooey gooey, but like same but different, right? Like we had
Mhm.
totally different vibes, and it was just like so wonderful. And I'm so happy that you're doing this. Like I'm fully support all of these initiatives because it is so important. Like as we get older and like as we have bad habits like me who just sits there listens to an audiobook and knits for 100 hours to be healthy. And so I think I'm so excited for this podcast. I'm so excited for the app. I'm so excited for all the classes that you're gonna do. I mean, you're just killing it, Brett, and I just love it. And I too would not be here without you. So thank you
And
for coming to Rhinebeck with me, however many years ago that
yeah,
was.
I know. We got to start really buckling down on planning what we're going to be doing too.
I know we gotta nail that. I know I gotta knit my own traveler sweater.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
So I gotta do that. I think I've just finally decided on the yarn. I think I'm gonna do the metamorphic, but in the red. I think I'm gonna
Oh, the
commit to the
metamor.
red.
Oh, yes. Pardon. I mean,
Spin cycle.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's. I think that I actually think it's very similar to the Patagonia as far as
Yeah.
the
Okay.
feel and the way it blooms, and yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
fingers
sorry,
crossed.
we should end because we'll just keep
I know.
talking.
Okay, bye. No. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you
So
so much for having
awesome.
me, Brett.
So I will post Nikki's information for your like Instagram and Ravelry.
Sure.
You're probably more active on Instagram, right?
Definitely. I think I have like one or two things on
Yeah.
Ravelry, if I'm
Yeah.
being
So
honest.
yeah. So I'll post her information on there so you guys can follow her beautiful work. But thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me. Talk to you
All
soon.
right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.